Goaltenders brought to you by Subway Restaurants. Get your favorite sub made just the way you like it. Subway, eat fresh. The southpaw, Michael Hutchinson, gets his second start for the Winnipeg Jets. Played with the Jets at the end of the year. Had a great playoff run with the St. John's Ice Caps. And Corey Crawford is going back-to-back after coming off injury. He has not played since October 18th until the game in Toronto last night.
Michael Hutchinson's a battler, boy. What he went through last year, he's ready for this game. He knows it's a big opportunity.
Referees are Rob Martell and Brad Watson, the linesman, as the Jets come in. Shot by Andrew Ladd off the right arm of Corey Crawford. The linesmen are Tim Nowak and Scott Cherry as the Jets with a chance early at the line. Bogosian tipped by Ladd. Frolik, the rebound, scores! Michael Frolik, the former Hawk, gets his first of the year. 20 seconds in, the Jets take the 1-0 lead.
Oh, the Jets light him up right from the opening faceoff. Chicago was not ready. The Jets definitely were. And how about Michael Frolik, the former Chicago Blackhawk, scoring a goal in the opening minute of this game. Terrific work by the Jets to set things off. They took it right to the net with Andrew Ladd right off the bat. Chicago just seemed to be standing around. They never sorted things out. On top of the puck, exchanging the puck, all three forwards on the Ladd line with Little and Frolik, and then Frolik hangs on and throws it wide in the upper portion of the net. Great goal.
The 7th time this season, if you count the shootout goal by Kane last night as being the opening goal of the game, which I guess it was, the Jets have opened the scoring in the hockey game. Michael Frolik has the Jets in front 1-0. Mark Scheifele after it back in the Chicago zone. Kane trying to center it. That's Evander Kane of the Jets as compared to Patrick Kane of the Hawks. Former Hawk Andrew Ladd also picks up an assist on the goal. Bogosian gets the other assist, offside called against the Jets at the Hawks line.
Look at the quick start again on this goal. Terrific work by Ladd, Little, and Frolik. Michael Frolik had come into this with not very many points. He didn't have a goal yet. You could tell there was some frustration, but ever since he went back on that line, he just it's given it so much energy, some extra zip. Look at him come across the goal mouth there and hang on before he shoots the puck. Great goal.
Out at center pass, that misses everyone, and the Hawks will get in there first, though that will negate the icing. Paul Postma plays it around. After it, Matthew Perreault. Pressure coming. Perreault will chop this down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call against the Jets. Keys to the game, as always, brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of the NHL.
For the Winnipeg Jets, tight neutral zone. This Chicago Blackhawk team loves to do the stretch pass. And when you give them too much room in the neutral, you pay for it in your end. And puck management for Chicago. Chicago likes to make a lot of nice plays, and yeah, they do. But they also get a little loose with the puck. Those turnovers have killed them lately.
Joel Quenneville sees his team down 1-0. Slap shot from the line. That got blocked in the slot. Patrick Sharp. That didn't get to the net. Cleared in behind for Hossa. Marian Hossa on the wraparound. And right pad down by Michael Hutchinson to make the save. Adam Lowry to center. Lowry and in. Lowry squeezed out in the corner by David Rundblad. And the Hawks take over in their own end. Brad Richards gets it to center ice, no further. Richards, who scored his first goal as a member of the Hawks last night. Bouncing puck in on Crawford. In the slot, controlled, quick shot by Michael Frolik. Glove save by Corey Crawford, and he will hang on to it.
Michael Hutchinson under pressure for the first time in this game on that wraparound chance by Hossa. Really good move from his left to his right. Covers the short side post, playing behind the net by Chicago. And here comes the play. He's guessing which side he's going to come out. Realizes, oops, I don't see him over the left shoulder. I know where he is now. Lucky he's got long legs because he got over there just in time. Good save.
91, not 81. And my mistake on that one. That was Brad Richards with the wraparound try. In the corner, Chalmerson is after it. Stuffed up the boards. Andrew Ladd stepped into his man, but the Hawks break it out. Chipped into the Jet zone, and Smith goes in after it. They battle in the corner. Andrew Ladd couldn't get a stick on it. Toby Enstrom, Brian Little picks up the chase now. Back into the slot area and down low in behind the net where Bogosian will take over. for the Jets, and Bogosian sends it up the boards. Taken by Michael Frolik and cleared in. So game 12 and his 28th shot on goal of the season. Michael Frolik has the Jets in front 1-0. Frolik had a couple of goals last year in the season opener for the Winnipeg Jets in Edmonton. Lead pass, and this is called as Bickell picked it up inside the line, and the faceoff will come back.
Nicholas Hjalmarsson making that long pass up. See that big mouse under his left eye there and the visor. He doesn't normally wear a visor, but he put it on at the end of the game last night. That's him going down. A deflected shot hit him right up under the eye. He was bleeding a lot. Did a nice mouse and some stitches for his efforts there, and that's why he's wearing a visor. And then later on in the game, another block shot. He does that all the time. Tough night.
Paul Postma shot from the line, got blocked. Here comes Bickell. Into the Jet zone, quick shot to the far side, that missed the target. Gagliardi tried to jam it out. Chris Thorburn couldn't pick it up. From the line, Van Riemsdyk shot off a stick to the corner. Bickell plays it to the right point, Rundblad back for Van Riemsdyk, and that's off Thorburn, stick and wide. Hawks swarming the Jets, looking for the equalizer. Shaw with the shot, and Michael Hutchinson swallows that up and hangs on, and now we got a little extracurricular activity in front of the Jets goal.
Chicago goes to the net hard. They're hungry for goals because they've seen too many hot goaltenders against them lately. They shot off the wall, and Hutchinson did a heck of a job again to get over to his left side that time. Made the save on Shaw, and then when Shaw had lots of room to loop out from behind the net, the Jets are going to have to get free in front of the net. They can't allow Shaw this much time and room. Everybody got jammed up in the crease area. Hutchinson even had to fight off his own guy, Grant Klitzum, in order to regain position to make the second save on Shaw.
Michael Hutchinson, 6'3", 200 pounds, 24 years of age. Initially a Boston draft pick, and his first NHL win came against those Bruins. Mark Stewart trying to jam this up the boards. Wheeler takes over. Wheeler looking for Kane. Kane looking for Scheifele. And getting back was Johnny Oduya to knock it away from Scheifele, and Hossa starts back for the Hawks. He'll leave it for Taves. Taves across the line. Wrist shot from Versteeg, kicked away by Hutchinson. Oduya blast from the line, a knuckler that went wide. Versteeg tracks it down. Spun around there by Kane and bumped by Stewart. Back to the line, nobody there, and Johnny Oduya will hustle after a loose puck.
Kane and Stewart are going to have to be careful. You double up on one guy against Chicago, the other four are really going to hurt you.
Up the middle, broken up, and in for Matthew Perreault, drops for Byfuglien. Byfuglien tried to get that through Duncan Keith, and Keith blocked it. So a turnover by the Hawks. Lowry with Byfuglien and Perreault. Lowry working away from Duncan Keith. Matthew Perreault still looking for his first of the year. Frolik has his in this game and has the Jets up 1-0. Hjalmarsson ahead for Taves. Taves tied up and bumped by his old teammate Dustin Byfuglien. Byfuglien trying to center. Matthew Perreault hit in behind the net. Perreault centers off a skate. Jumping in from the line, Bogosian. Back for Lowry. Hjalmarsson got there first. Sends it ahead for Patrick Kane. Kane, he can dance. Kane finds Richards. Sharp angle, save made, and Michael Hutchinson is going to take that bouncing puck and smother it.
Brad Richards was signed as a free agent after being let go, bought out by the New York Rangers. Chicago was one of several teams that when they looked at the Los Angeles Kings, and of course Chicago lost to the Kings in the conference final, said we have to add another center iceman, guy who can make plays, just like Anaheim, St. Louis, Tampa, Dallas. They all went looking for centers, and Brad Richards was their guy here in Chicago.
Richards, 34 years of age, Stanley Cup winner with Tampa. Back to the line, Seabrook couldn't hold it in. Van Riemsdyk. Cross for Seabrook, and yes, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, a brother of James Van Riemsdyk. Backhand shot by Kane, that went off a leg and wide. Grabbed off by Grant Klitzum. For Andrew Ladd, up the middle, intercepted, and then Andrew Ladd gets back to chop it away from Patrick Kane. Those up the middle passes. There's a cross-ice pass. Sharp could have walked out and had room on the short side. And Van Riemsdyk's shot goes off a leg and out of play.
Patrick Kane picked that pass right out of the air. The Jets are going to have to be careful. When guys like him are out there, they just have a sixth sense. They can make plays that other people don't. Looks like it's under control. Ladd wants to go cross ice. Patrick Kane picks it out of the air about 3 feet off the ground and puts the Jets in big-time scramble mode. They're fortunate they were able to get a whistle at the end of that shift. Hutchinson had no stick in his hand, and the puck went up over the glass.
3 goals on the year for Patrick Kane. And this goes up, and they rule that it did get into the netting. And the faceoff will once again be in the Winnipeg Jet zone.
The best puck handler in the National Hockey League was right there, Patrick Kane. He can just dance with the puck. This guy's pretty good with it too.
Evander Kane with the winner last night in the shootout. Ondrej Pavelec stopped 3 of 4. Wheeler also scored for the Jets. And Evander Kane, with the chance to win it, did so. Kane couldn't handle a bouncing puck. Jets start back with Wheeler through the middle. Off of Evander Kane's stick after it goes Scheifele. They were going to call icing. Good hustle by Scheifele to get there to negate that. Wheeler slot for Bogosian, and that's blocked in front by Johnny Oduya, and that hurt as Oduya limps his way to the Chicago bench. Toby Enstrom, 8 assists on the season. He got pinned to the backboard. Smith is after the puck for Chicago. For Brian Bickle. Big Bickle back for Smith. The shot save made. Hutchinson on the short side. And he will hang on. 20 seconds into this game. Former Chicago Blackhawk Michael Frolik gets his first of the year.
Michael Hutchinson's off to a really good start in this game. He made a lot of solid saves. Getting a 1-0 lead is a big help for him in his situation. Here's the last shot that he saved. Tracking it really well. Chicago using the back of the net 2 or 3 times already in this game. A goaltender's nightmare because you have to find where the guy is, first of all, and then read the play. And when their quick pass comes out in front, you got to be able to focus in, find it, and be in good position. Good early position is important for every goaltender. For this young man, it's extra important here in this game against the Blackhawks.
And important from a big picture Winnipeg Jets standpoint. When you look at the schedule, the Winnipeg Jets in November, 15 games in 28 days, and as much as Ondrej Pavelec has played big minutes, they will need Michael Hutchinson to play some games as that puck sails up into the netting.
Well, back-to-back situations. This is the second time he's played this year. The first one was out San Jose and then LA. It's a dirty job being a backup goaltender. He knows he's more than happy. He's worked his way from the East Coast League, the American League, the NHL. He just wants to play.
And had good numbers in every league last year. His NHL numbers in 3 games, a 1.64 goals against average for Michael Hutchinson.
And he gives the shooters of the Blackhawks a little different look. Right-handed catcher, you don't see as many of those.
Of course, Hawks fans will remember Tony Esposito, who was a southpaw from years gone by. Chris Versteeg for Jonathan Toews. Back for Versteeg. To the blue line it goes. Keith, the shot kicked away by Michael Hutchinson as Keith got that shot through from the line. Dustin Byfuglien battles along the boards with Keith. Matthew Perreault is there. Byfuglien goes down. Hawks control. Jonathan Toews. Enstrom is without a stick. Toews back to the line. Slap shot. Saves blocked in front. Enstrom blocks another one. And now a penalty coming to Adam Lowry. It's going to be a cross-checking call as the Hawks looking for that equalizer.
Toby Enstrom lost his stick in the corner, and even without it, he was able to block the shot, and when he spun around, he kicked the puck right to his own goaltender. Watch Enstrom right here. Terrific save, because you know what? Hutchinson was not in good position there. There was a chance for that to go in. That's why Marian Hossa later was looking up at the sky. He knew he had a chance on that short side, and then you saw Lowry take the penalty. A lot of that caused because of Enstrom playing without a stick in front, Lowry trying to help him out.
Both Chicago goals last night in Toronto came on the power play. Their power play operating at 19.1%. This is their 48th power play opportunity of the year. They lead the NHL in power play opportunities. Jacob Trouba sends this down the ice. Trouba averaging 3 minutes and 47 seconds of penalty kill time per game. Brad Richards back for Chicago. Rattles it in around the Jets net. Stewart tried to clear, couldn't. It came right back to him. And on a second try, Mark Stewart will send it down the ice. Patrick Sharp, 4 minutes and 26 seconds of power play time per game for the Chicago Blackhawks. has 3 goals, all have come on the power play. Saad for Seabrook. Back for Brandon Saad. Finds Brad Richards. Watched by Evander Kane. Turns it over to Evander Kane. Kane in on Seabrook. Kane trying to change the pace. Big hit there by Wheeler, and Wheeler steals the puck as he knocks Seabrook down. Enstrom comes cross ice to Bogosian. Bogosian back in for Wheeler, and Kane, anticipating the dump in by Bogosian, gets in ahead of the play.
Well, that's unfortunate that was offside because it was a heads-up play by Bogosian. It was a wholesale change for the Chicago Blackhawks. And if it weren't for that offside call, that would have been a 2-on-1 from the blue line in. Brad Richards, who has struggled to get going with the Chicago Blackhawks, drops back on the point on the power play. That was, you could see him change his mind. And he just inadvertently gave it right to Kane. Not a great play by Richards. You know that even though he's got experience, the Jets would go right back after him his next shift.
Duncan Keith out of his own end. Ahead for Patrick Kane. Kane around Stewart. Kane's quick shot off the leg and wide. Brad Stewart trying to stand up on Kane at center ice. Off the sideboards. Picked up by Chris Versteeg. Versteeg gets it back for Duncan Keith. Patrick Sharp comes cross ice. Good stick there by Gagliardi. And he deflects that up into the stands on the near side.
Well, Stewart got running out at the top of the blue line and kind of got caught out of position, which gave Chicago a chance to get in the zone. So it was recovery mode for the Jets there for a few seconds. And then Trouba had to recover to the front of the net against Hossa. Watch Trouba, the left side of your screen. Puck will go down low, and then Trouba's going to get to Hossa just in time before the pass is made, and they get a scoring chance.
Puck cleared down, and Corey Crawford playing back-to-back. After coming off IR, ahead for Marian Hossa. Drops for Patrick Sharp. Not much on that pass. Evander Kane going after it. Or rather, Andrew Ladd going after it, and it got away, and out to center ice it goes. Versteeg stopped by Andrew Ladd. Jalmerson, as the power play is over, and not a shot on goal for Chicago.
Well, that was a flustered power play for sure, and Winnipeg did it to them.
Long pass up the middle, that gets broken up. Blake Wheeler after it for Postma. Postma goes cross ice, and here comes Klitzum. Gets to center ice and rattles it in. After it is Wheeler. Wheeler for Scheifele. Scheifele tried to carry it deep, overskated it. Pass at center, picked off by Klitzum. Up for Evander Kane and right back into the Chicago zone. Johnny Oduya back out after blocking a shot. That gets turned over. Wheeler back for Scheifele, away from him. Jalmerson up the boards. Klitzum keeps it in as he got to the loose puck ahead of Jeremy Morin. Out to the line, kept in. Bounces around, and the Hawks will control with Van Riemsdyk.
Really good forecheck in there by the Jets. Alternating really well, putting the Hawks under pressure when they make bad passes, when they're facing the glass. That's always a big key to any good forecheck.
Cross ice pass, almost picked off. Here comes Lowry. Lowry wide, dodges one check. Lowry in for Matthew Perreault. Perreault in front of the net. After it, Van Riemsdyk. His pass into the skates of Andrew Shaw. Enstrom tried to keep it in, could not. Speed down the far side by Kane, and a good job by Bogosian. There's a penalty coming up to the Hawks as Brandon Saad is going to go for knocking down Toby Enstrom, and everyone arrives in a little ill will. So power play coming up for the Winnipeg Jets. Brandon Saad to the penalty box. A look at longtime Chicago Blackhawks broadcaster Pat Foley, the recipient of the 2014 Foster Hewitt Memorial Award. He will be honored at the Hockey Hall of Fame events that will be coming up. Ed Olczyk, former Winnipeg Jet, lending some support there with a couple pats on the back, saying, "Go get him, Pat."
There's a look at Joel Quenneville, the third most winning coach in the history of the National Hockey League, with over 700 wins as well.
Dustin Byfuglien unable to hold it in the Chicago zone. Toby Enstrom out there on the point with Byfuglien. Enstrom leads the Jets in power play time, averaging .424 per game. Jalmerson and Duncan Keith averaging around 3 minutes of penalty kill time per game for the Chicago Blackhawks, and Jalmerson is out there now. Brian Little tries to get it to Dustin Byfuglien, battle along the boards. Duncan Keith is there for the Hawks. Three Jets go in. Little, Ladd, Byfuglien comes back, and it skips away from Toby Enstrom. And Michael Hutchinson will come out and lay it flat for Enstrom.
Andrew Ladd with a few words for the referee. So Duncan Keith. I think Ladd gave either Keith or somebody else a little shot in the back of the leg with the stick there just before that puck came free. A little jawing going on former teammates.
Byfuglien sends this in. Wheeler in on the forecheck for Brian Little. Little back to the blue line. Dustin Byfuglien finds Enstrom, finds Byfuglien, trying to find a shooting lane, lets it go. That's wide. Off the backboards, and Johnny Oduya is there to clear. Chicago's penalty kill number 3 in the National Hockey League at over 91%. Byfuglien snaps this up on the dasher board. After it is Matthew Perreault. He got spilled. And the puck back inside the Jet zone where Dustin Byfuglien will play it back for Michael Hutchinson. Byfuglien looking to head to the bench on the change. Zach Bogosian with Jonathan Toews in pursuit. Perreault drops for Kane, back to Perreault. Bogosian at the line, finds Jacob Trouba, and that low shot went wide. Kane to the front of the net quickly, good save there by Crawford. Cleared to the line and out.
Well, at least they got set up there and moved the puck around. That shot by Trouba was a shot pass for Perreault, who did get a tiny piece of it.
Perreault for Scheifele. Scheifele takes a look. Back for Perreault, back for Scheifele. To the line it came, but saw it out of the penalty box. Starts back for Chicago, takes the return pass. Shot to the short side by Saad wide. Here comes Kane. Hawks are changing. Kane with a little bit of room. Kane fires. Save on the short side, Crawford. Kane stays on it. Back for Thorburn. Thorburn trying to get away from Oduya. And the Hawks take over. Smith to the line, no further. Slater plays it back in behind the Chicago net. After it is Chris Thorburn, cleared away from him. Seabrook's pass picked off by Gagliardi. Thorburn couldn't get a stick on that. Blast from the line by Postma right on. And Crawford makes the save on that. Saad sends it in, back is Klitzum. Klitzum is being hunted down there by Richards, but the Jets start back with Gagliardi. Plays it into the Chicago zone. Throws it to an open corner. Michael Frolik off the bench on the change, but cleared away from him. Rundblad for Van Riemsdyk and ahead for Sharp. Sharp to the line in against Jacob Trouba. Sharp takes Mark Stewart down hard, and Sharp is going to go to the penalty box, and now Trouba and Sharp mix it up in behind the Jets net. And Mark Stewart, that is the second time on this trip where he has taken a hard hit. First one was from Nikolai Kulemin, and Sharp will go to the penalty box.
Well, they're both trying to get position. I don't think that Stewart expected Sharp to hit him. Stewart was trying to get in underneath him. He was coming at a bad angle that made it really open to a hit, but he was focused on the puck, and Sharp gave him a shot before he actually got there and put Stewart in jeopardy of getting hurt. Prior to that, it was the Perreault and Scheifele combining from behind the net, but the pass ended up for probably a left-hand shot. Scheifele is a right-hand shot, and it went in between his feet. And then after that, it was Evander Kane coming out of the box, and he had Thorburn ahead of him. He should have given Thorburn that puck. Thorburn probably would have given it back to him, but Thorburn had to hold up at the blue line. Kane got a so-so shot from a bad angle. Thorburn might have had a breakaway.
Second power play of the game for the Jets. Enstrom for Byfuglien. There's the shot. Crawford the save. Wheeler may have got a piece on that, or did that go up into the netting?
Yeah, that got deflected up. Wheeler does a good job always in front of the net. He's a good screen. He knows how to shift position. He knows how to give his defenseman a look from the net, either one side or the other. He's communicating with Byfuglien again, talking about which side he wants him to shoot when he's standing in front of the goaltender.
Crawford got a piece of that. Faceoff stays in the Hawk zone. Toby Enstrom sends it for Brian Little. Byfuglien creeps in from that right point. Enstrom now back for Byfuglien, who is backtracked for Wheeler. Around for Little, tried to jam it back to Wheeler. Andrew Ladd goes after a rolling puck. Ladd almost turned that over to Marian Hossa.
You got to be careful. When it's Marian Hossa, he's like Kane. They just have that instinct. You have to be careful on those cross-ice passes that don't look like much in the game but could turn up in a breakaway against you.
Toby Enstrom, who played just under 29 minutes in New York last night. In for Wheeler. Wheeler lost his footing in the Hawk zone, and Blake Wheeler is down and very slow to get up and making his way now to the Winnipeg Jets bench.
Yeah, he was stumbling and falling before Seabrook actually made contact with him, and then Seabrook finished the hit.
Matthew Perreault tried to get it to Scheifele, and that's cleared all the way down the ice, as it never did get to Scheifele. Second power play of the game for the Jets. Perreault sends it in. Duncan Keith, first man back, and gets it ahead and cleared all the way down the ice by Marcus Kruger. 22 seconds left in the man advantage. Trouba sends it in for Perreault, and he tried to play it around the boards, and that went up into the netting.
There's a look at Blake Wheeler. Looks like he's recovering okay now, but boy, it was a nasty fall. Top of your screen. He goes to protect the puck. He just kind of stumbles. See, he was already on the way down, and then Seabrook, who's a big man, finished the check. So the impact along the boards, he actually got hit twice, once by Seabrook and once by the boards while he's falling down. But it looks like he's ready for his next shift.
Worry about fatigue with some of the top players. Paul Maurice says he feels it's not a concern, but because of the lack of offense and how close all the games have been, Paul Maurice has had to run his top guys quite a bit. Enstrom in for Zach Bogosian, and a redirect by Lowry, and a good save by Crawford. Thorburn now out there on the power play. Lowry back for Thorburn. Thorburn to the front of the net. Ends up at the line for Bogosian. Power play is over. Enstrom plays some give and go. Bogosian with Lowry in front. Off a skate. Enstrom lets it go, and he fired that one wide. The Hawks control and clear it. Bogosian takes a swipe at it, missed it. And this is going to be an icing call against Chicago.
Zach Bogosian with a really nice shot pass to Lowry in the high slot. Those plays work well. There are a lot of teams that like to work that. Lowry will get set up in the high slot. You'll watch Bogosian make a shot pass, and there is the redirection there. Even though he's covered, Lowry really smart and strong on his stick. Concentration there, even though Seabrook came to him. That was a dangerous play. Well done by both.
It's a double set of 3 games in 4 nights for the Winnipeg Jets with the back-to-back. You go back to Thursday's game against New Jersey, and then the Rangers, and now the Hawks. That's 3 and 4 nights. And then on the back end as well, you've got last night, you've got tonight. And then Tuesday, the Jets are back home against the Nashville Predators at the MTS Center. That will be Hockey Fights Cancer Night at the MTS Center. Patrick Sharp in on goal. Hutchinson staying with him. Rebound. May have gone off the post. Hutchinson will say there was no room. And the Jets managed to clear it back into the Chicago zone.
That's that tight neutral zone I was talking about. The Jets have to have Patrick Sharp on that stretch pass.
Back in for Patrick Kane. For Jonathan Toews. Toews got taken to the sideboards. Back to the line. Patrick Sharp tied up. Good work there by Michael Frolik. It came outside the line. Sharp brought it back in. That's offside.
Look up at the big screen.
1-0 in favor of the Chicago Blacks. Patrick Sharp off the pipe.
Chicago Blackhawks, that's so good at the stretch pass. Johnny Oduya on the left, Patrick Sharp on the right. That was the combo that the Jets just saw. Left side of your screen, see Oduya used the boards. Paul Postma kind of knew that Sharp was there, but he didn't pay attention soon enough, so he's playing catch-up. There's Oduya with his head up, and you can see how he took advantage of it. Now, Postma does a good job of taking the shortest route to the net, and he's able to get a stick on Sharp that bothered him just enough, that probably prevented him from being relaxed enough to really loop around and get that puck past Hutchinson. And, of course, Hutchinson did a terrific job of fending him off. Sharp attacking at a high speed.
Michael Frolik, the only goal of this game. It came early in this period, 20 seconds in. Duncan Keith, former Kelowna Rocket, plays it around the boards, and the Hawks will start out with Patrick Sharp. Sharp drops for Duncan Keith, and that shot goes off the stick, up and out of play. Jets pass holders, watch for the Jets Rewards bonus code during tonight's game. Enter the code by logging into Jets Rewards. Receive 50 bonus points, redeemable for unique Winnipeg Jets benefits and experiences. Jets Rewards, reward your passion.
This will be one of these games for the Jets. You'll look back and say, you know, what happened in it? They came into this game having gotten points in all 3 games in New York. They're up 1-0 in this game. They need to keep pushing offensively. You can't sit back against Chicago.
At center for Dustin Byfuglien, rattles it in. An Ice Caps jersey there. Perhaps here to cheer on Michael Hutchinson. Adam Lowry, who were both members of the Ice Caps last season. Rundblad for Chicago. For Van Riemsdyk. This is Trevor Van Riemsdyk, who played against James Van Riemsdyk last night. And there was a third one in the building last night, Brendan Van Riemsdyk, a younger one. Bounced at the line. That kept in by Chicago. Versteeg sends it cross ice. Byfuglien goes in. Byfuglien got enough of Rundblad that he couldn't shoot it to the front of the net. Bouncing puck at the line, and now Byfuglien will deflect it back to the Chicago line and then make his way to the bench on the line change. Byfuglien leads the Jets, as there's an icing call, leads the Jets in plus minus at a +4. And the last time he had a plus season was all the way back to the 08-09 season.
He doesn't have a lot of points yet, but when he's out there, and these Chicago Blackhawks that played with him in the 2010 Stanley Cup know all about what Big Buff can do, especially in front of the net, whether it's in front of the net on the power play, which he was so good at when they played against Vancouver, just outstanding that year. And Chicago will be keeping a close eye on him, this physical play as well.
Back for it goes Klitzum. They wave off icing as Hutchinson has to steer it for Klitzum. Long lead pass for Wheeler, who's back out after getting shaken up. Wheeler tight turns inside the line. Scheifele tried to take it into the high slot. Patrick Sharp knocked it away. Scheifele stays on Sharp, and that allows Bogosian to get the loose puck for Postma. Postma gets pressured there quickly by Kane. Patrick Kane trying to find a little bit of open ice. Scheifele collides with Postma, but the Jets do clear it out. Here comes Wheeler from Kane. Wheeler plays it around the boards, waiting for it. Brian Little plays it back for Wheeler. Watched by Hjalmarsson. Pile up in the corner. Finally taken by Andrew Shaw. For Johnny Oduya. On the backhand, he'll float this into the Jet zone. We're into the final 60 seconds of the opening period. Brian Little. Up on that left side as Michael Frolik attacks with Bogosian. Wrist shot by Bogosian wide. Enstrom jumped on it, plays it down low. Little back to the line. Enstrom for Bogosian to the front of the net. That got blocked by Duncan Keith. Brian Bickle ahead for Brandon Saad with Kruger. Saad looking cross ice. Bickle in a little tight. And a left arm save by Michael Hutchinson.
Chicago's really good on the rush. They'll use the width of the ice as well as anybody in the National Hockey League. They catch you a little bit out of position. They hurt you.
Long lead pass for Bickle just off his stick. Stewart closed in on him quickly, and here comes Trouba. In for Matthew Perreault off the blocker of Corey Crawford. Byfuglien trying to get it to the front of the net. Adam Lowry for Byfuglien. One last shot towards the net, but time runs out.
Good first period by the Jets. They set the tone with that Michael Frolik goal in the first seconds of the game. Well done. They gave up a couple of chances. Michael Hutchinson settled in very nicely. Made 3 or 4 terrific saves early in the game.
Jets outshoot Chicago 10-9 in the opening period. There were some good hits as the Winnipeg Jets on a goal by Michael Frolik have the 1-0 lead. 20 minutes in the books here at the United Center. Michael Hutchinson will lead the Winnipeg Jets onto the ice for the start of the second period. And the Jets with the only goal of that opening frame. And it came off the stick of Michael Frolik, his first of the year. Ladd and Bogosian the assists. And there's the shots on goal. 10-9 in favor of the Jets.
Michael Frolik adds so much energy to that Ladd-Little combination. It was a terrific start to the game. Brian Little out there to take this faceoff. Little was 6-3 in the faceoff circle in the first period as well.
Frolik had the hand injury early. Paul Maurice took him off that line to try and limit his ice time. And this line is used so much in defensive situations. And then as that hand healed, Paul Maurice loves this combination. He moved Michael Frolik onto this line when he arrived last January. And somehow this line always seems to find a way to get back together. Toby Enstrom, who will turn 30 in a couple of days, starts back. He led the Jets in ice time last night, led the Jets in ice time in that opening period. Smith through center ice for Saad. Hutchinson will play this to the near side boards. Ladd couldn't pick it up cleanly as there was pressure coming in on him. Saad for Seabrook, a redirect to the far side for Duncan Keith. Keith plays it down low. Shot to the short side by Smith, kicked away. Hutchinson got a pad on that. So early period pressure by the Hawks. Duncan Keith unloads from the line. Where is it? Goes high in the air, comes down to the edge of the blue paint. And Hutchinson will pounce on it and hang on to it.
Duncan Keith and the Hawks were ready to start this second period. They didn't like the way they started the first. Michael Hutchinson with a couple of really good saves there. Chicago comes out with some pretty good bounce right off the faceoff, controls the puck and has some good solid forechecking there. And there's the shot from Hutchinson that ends the play.
Hutchinson's second start of the season, third game that he has been in. Ondrej Pavelec has appeared in every game so far for the Winnipeg Jets, and certainly Paul Maurice and the Jets hoping that Ondrej Pavelec doesn't have to appear in this one tonight.
Yeah, and Hutchinson, as we said, a terrific first period. It's his second start. I looked back at the tape of some of the first period that he played in his first start against Los Angeles. First two goals against him were scrambled. He didn't control the rebounds really well. The third goal was just a plain bad goal he'd like to have back, and that's the one that ended up getting a cold wind under his arm.
Jonathan Toews spends the summer, or at least a lot of it, in Winnipeg, where he calls home. Here comes Scheifele. On for Evander Kane, slides it past Johnny Oduya. Kane goes after it. Kane on Oduya to the backboards. Hjalmarsson there to help out. Kane now picks up the chase on Hjalmarsson. Wheeler to the far side, in on Oduya. Oduya sends it up the boards for Kris Versteeg. Versteeg rink wide looking for Hossa. That didn't work, and the Jets come right back with Kane. Trying to get around Hjalmarsson, could not. Toews stopped at the line by Dustin Byfuglien. Back in for Scheifele. Scheifele down for Toby Enstrom. Enstrom spins this in behind the Chicago net. Jets start a change. Adam Lowry on the loose puck, back to the line for Zach Bogosian. For Byfuglien. Byfuglien had it in the top of the circle area, tried to work it to the middle of the ice, and Marian Hossa was there to take it away. Hjalmarsson snaps this up the middle on the backhand. It misses Patrick Kane. Taken by Bogosian for Enstrom. Rink wide for Adam Lowry. Lowry stopped in the center ice area. Brad Richards couldn't get a stick on it. Byfuglien spins, fires it deep, and heads to the bench. Van Riemsdyk sends this up the boards. Patrick Sharp is after it. Paul Postma is after him. Sharp drops it. Shot to the short side wide. Rundblad lumps on the loose puck. Rundblad trying to work it free. Being watched there by Klitzum. Plays it back for Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk plays it around the boards. Patrick Kane trying to settle a bouncing puck down. Back for Rundblad. Long wrist shot that went wide. Van Riemsdyk bowled over on the far side by Thorburn. Klitzum watched there by Patrick Sharp. Sharp comes up with it. Patrick Sharp looks for some open ice. Down for Richards. Into the slot. It was in behind Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk back for Kane. For Sharp. Shot right on. Stopped by Hutchinson. Sharp has it again. For Richards. Rundblad the shot. Blocked by Slater. That hurt. Rundblad has it one more time. Big time pressure here by the Hawks. Patrick Kane. Back to the line for Richards. In front of the net, deflected by Sharp, and a left pad save by Hutchinson. Here comes Kane. Another save by Hutchinson. And he will hang on to this as the Jets hanging on in their own end.
Jets were under siege there. Chicago Blackhawks can really bring it when they know you're tired out there. And in the second period, the Jets, a long ways from their own bench, just couldn't get any relief. Hutchinson with some big saves, and a big one there from Jimmy Slater too in the middle of the ice. That one knocked his stick out of his hand, and because of that, that added to the problems for the Jets because Slater wasn't able to help in that department. Hutchinson comes up with the shift-ending save at the end.
11 blocked shots in this game by the Jets, 2 by Slater. Wrist shot from Seabrook went high. Jets trying to gain control and get out of their own zone. Stewart now gets dumped and gets the puck up for Andrew Ladd. Ladd rink wide for Michael Frolik, stopped at center. Stewart gets it back out, and this is going to be called a hand pass. And the faceoff's going to come back inside the Jet zone.
Speaking of hands, Jim Slater's getting that hand looked at. I guess that's where that shot block happened. That's why he literally got the stick blown right out of his hand when he blocked it. At first I thought he got it in the leg, but they're looking at the back of that wrist.
First time this season, by the way, the Chicago Blackhawks have trailed after one period. Duncan Keith turned it over at center. Here comes Andrew Ladd. Ladd, the quick shot, that's off of Seabrook and wide. And now this makes its way up the glass into the netting in the Chicago zone.
Evander Kane does a lot of really intelligent things. On his last shift, you'll notice he doesn't try to over stick handle a lot. He'll just push the puck ahead. Look at him here against Johnny Oduya. He didn't lose the puck there. He just tried to place it ahead. It allows him to skate at top speed. And also when he's close to a defender, he doesn't try to get fancy and have it sometimes poke checked off him in the neutral zone. He keeps it ahead of him, he keeps pursuing, he keeps getting pucks deep all the time, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defenders in front of him. That's smart stuff.
Well, what started off as a general discussion has turned into a bit of a heated debate now as to where this faceoff should be. As Marcus Kruger's out to take the faceoff, and he was not happy with the fact that it was back in the Chicago zone. The Hawks felt that it was the Jets that put it out of play. Kane gets it off the face-off. Kane works it around Oduya. Hawks will clear, and Toby Enstrom has to hustle back. Enstrom having trouble with a rolling puck, and then Bogosian knocked it away. Back out at center, Kane is after it. And the faceoff will come back into the Jet zone.
I think that sometimes the players forget, though, that they've changed a lot of the rules, and even when you're on offense, if it gets deflected up and over and out of the zone, the puck still stays. The faceoff is inside the end zone. That's something different than in past years. That was part of the argument, I'm sure, from the referees. There's Toby Enstrom's last shift. He was just having a little bit of trouble gathering it, and they avoided disaster at the last second.
Smith couldn't quite get the handle on that loose puck either for Chicago. Hjalmarsson now just shoots this, and this will bring the faceoff outside the line.
We've had a lot of pucks deflected up into the netting, about 8 or 10 already in this game. There's a look at Nicholas Hjalmarsson. Look at that left eye. Ooh, that's a little tender. He got several stitches under the eye from the deflected puck in the game last night against Toronto. When he's wearing a shield, he doesn't normally wear one.
Out at center, Marian Hossa takes it. Out through center, no further. Hawks regroup. Backhanded in by Kris Versteeg. Versteeg has always had good numbers against the Winnipeg Jets, especially back to his Florida days. Kane to center ice, no further. And taken by Oduya for Hjalmarsson. He'll just get rid of it as he was getting pressured there by Blake Wheeler. Long pass, and Lowry unable to get a stick on that, and this will be an icing call against the Winnipeg Jets. Jets on TSN. Coverage continues on Tuesday. The Jets at the MTS Center, home against the Nashville Predators. It all gets underway at 6:30 Central on TSN 3. Available in the Jets region. For complete channel listing, visit tsn.ca/5.
Nashville's on a long road trip, pretty much a sweep with Western Canada to start.
Been a good one for them, though.
They're a good team. They're playing well this year.
Wheeler back in behind the Chicago net. Van Riemsdyk tried to clear it, kept it at the line, deflected, rebound. Couple of saves there by Crawford off of Matthew Perreault. Deflected to center. Stewart breaks it up. Byfuglien flips it in the air, goes in after it along with Lowry. Matthew Perreault, and that's off the shaft of Rundblad, stick and wide. Hawks start out with Patrick Sharp. Into the Jet zone. Sharp gets bumped there by Stewart, keeps on going. Trouba closes in on him, but the Hawks control. Patrick Kane for Rundblad. He'll send it cross ice for Van Riemsdyk and back for Rundblad. Waits, fires, stopped by Mark Stewart. Byfuglien right back, odd man rush for the Jets. Byfuglien trying to cut around Rundblad. Byfuglien one-hands it in the front of the goal. It bounced around, Little is on it. back around the boards as the Jets start a line change. Pass through the middle, picked off, and the Jets try and turn it up ice. Frolik couldn't get that pass through, and the Hawks start back. Bickle in behind the Jets net, got bumped there by Klitzman, but Big Bickle keeps on going. But the pass back for Duncan Keith got tipped away. Hawks with only 2 wins in their last 6 games. It is taken by Postma for Klitzman, back for Postma. Fakes one pass, finds a little bit of room. Gets it ahead for Andrew Ladd. Sweeps it around. Waiting for it is Little. Little got double teamed. Stolen by Frolik. Frolik takes it to the front of the net. Crawford the save. And the Hawks will clear to center.
Those quick plays coming off the boards are so dangerous. Nice move by Frolik to take it to the front of the net.
Klitzman to Frolik, to Klitzman to Ladd, and in. Duncan Keith for Brent Seabrook. And Seabrook will start out. 12 and a half left to go in the second period. Michael Frolik with this game's only goal. Hutchinson gets it for Enstrom, for Bogosian. He delays, finds Gagliardi. Gagliardi gets to the Chicago line no further. Gagliardi now trying to get it back, can't. And Smith will leave it there for Rundblad. Sends it in. Hawks go in after it. Kruger around for Brandon Saad. Watched by Slater. Back for Kruger. Kruger trying to spin away from Zach Bogosian. Bogosian buries him into the corner boards. Kruger gets up, gets the puck back to the line, deflected in front of the net, and out of play. Remains 1-0. Big hit by Zach Bogosian in the Jet zone.
The first and third lines with a couple of good shifts over the last few minutes. Michael Frolik with another good chance. He's got the goal in this game. Good job by Little along the wall. Frolik steals it, and look him under pressure, bad angle. He does take it to the front of the net though and makes it dangerous. And then Dustin Byfuglien on the rush, turns the speed on. David Rundblad actually does a really good job here. He gets body position, and we all know how big and strong Dustin Byfuglien is. Rundblad prevents him from getting to the front of the net, but 2 good shifts back to back by the Jets.
Hawks out shooting the Jets 14-13. Michael Frolik has 3 shots in this game to lead the Jets. Jonathan Toews to the far side, knocked away from him by Trouba, kept in at the line by Oduya. Trouba has trouble with a bouncing puck. Trouba going after it. Toews comes up with it. Penalty coming to the Winnipeg Jets. At the line for Hjalmarsson. Spins it back for Hossa. The shot blocked by Stewart. And now play whistled down and a hooking penalty coming, and the Chicago Blackhawks will get their second power play of the hockey game.
Paul Maurice's Winnipeg Jets lead the National Hockey League in minors. Trouba is going to go for hooking. It was a bad bounce on him there. That got him in a bad position. I thought he fished his stick out from underneath the legs of Jonathan Toews quickly enough. Boy, the referees really call those ones closely now. Toews didn't even go down. Yeah, he hesitated for a second, but nonetheless, it is a power play for Chicago.
Jets 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Their road penalty kill number 1 in the National Hockey League at just over 92%. Hossa for Jonathan Toews at the line. Toews plays give and go, but Sharp missed Toews with the return pass. Bogosian sends it ahead for Jim Slater, and Jim Slater will send it the rest of the way into the Chicago zone. And then the Jets force Patrick Sharp to turn and regroup. Duncan Keith. 2 goals on the year for Keith, who leads the Hawks in average ice time. Back for Sharp and back for Keith. Watched by Gagliardi. Hossa. In for Toews, off the goal post. Second post of the game for Chicago. Grabbed off and cleared to the line, not out. Keith works it for the Hawks with the man advantage. For Toews and back for Keith. Rink wide for Sharp, back for Toews. Coming across to make the save, Hutchinson. Toews back to the line. Kane with a rolling puck. Gets it for Toews. Toews goes cross ice. Wasn't in the wheelhouse for the one-timer. Keith for Toews. Back for Sharp. And a save made by Hutchinson. And off the stick of Sharp and out.
Patrick Sharp is really upset with himself. He made a pretty good shot there. That was a tough shot to take. I think it hit the side of the net, but terrific puck movement there. Toews, Keith, and Sharp.
Here comes Brad Richards to the Jets line. Swings it cross ice. Shaw drops it back for Kane. Back to the point for Seabrook. Seabrook had a power play goal last night in Toronto. Richards had the other. Richards for Kane. Kane being watched by Evander Kane. Give and go with Richards. Back for Richards. The blast, that never got through.
Wheeler blocked it.
Seabrook. Power play is over. Kane the shot. That got blocked by Stewart. Another shot stopped by Hutchinson. Back to the line. Seabrook's going to try and hold it in, and he does not. And play will be whistled down, offside, called against Chicago. 2 shots on goal for the Hawks on that power play, plus this one off the post by Jonathan Toews.
Chicago building some momentum on their power play. Jonathan Toews on the left, Patrick Sharp on the right. Jonathan Toews hit the goal post on a really nice setup. 19 red, he's all set and ready for it. Gets a nice little pass from Hossa, puts it right in the wheelhouse. Really tough to defend. Clank off the near side post. Look at Hutchinson. Watch, he'll move across. He's going to have to move to his right. Tracks it really well. Gets there. I don't think he got a piece. It hit. And then left side of your screen is Patrick Sharp. There's the cross ice pass. He knew he had the goaltender moving. He knew he had to hit the short side, and he hit the side of the netting just by a little bit. A little frustration. He came into this game with 46 shots on goal already before tonight's game.
That leads Chicago in that category, and he has 3 in this game. Patrick Sharp does. Lead pass for Kruger. Into the Jet zone, backhands it deep. Hutchinson snaps it off the sideboards. Kruger's after it, along with Byfuglien. Byfuglien comes up with it, gets it out at center ice, onto the stick of Matthew Perreault. Adam Lowry hits to the front of the net. Matthew Perreault takes it behind, gets it for Postma, and that blast was blocked. Rangers, or rather the Hawks, turn it up the ice quickly. Saad is after it. Saad watched there by Postma. Postma kicked it up the boards. Kruger blocks it. Now Postma's up with it again and gets it out into the center ice area.
That's a good little play by Postma. He stayed with the play along the boards and got it out.
Chalmerson snaps it ahead for Toews. Toews wide on Postma. Lends some support, and the Jets are able to clear. Bounces ahead, and here comes Lowry for Michael Frolik. Frolik to the line. Couldn't get it deep. Andrew Ladd manages to come up with it for Frolik. Lowry trying to get out of the zone, could not. Offside. Safeway's featured participating product for tonight's game is Kraft Dinner.
Andrew Ladd and Chris Versteeg exchanging a few words during that last face-off. They were teammates. Versteeg back with the Hawks for the second time after a couple of years in Florida. He was hurt at the beginning of the year, but Joel Quenneville really likes his skill level, and he's got him playing on the Toews line.
20 points in 18 games against the Jets career-wise for Chris Versteeg. Brian Little back to the line. Zach Bogosian trying to hold it in. Brian Little had it get away from him, and Bogosian will corral it and send it across for Toby Enstrom. Through for Brian Little and on for Andrew Ladd. He was trying to go rink wide for Michael Frolik. That pass got deflected away, snapped off the boards. Here comes Bogosian. Right back in, odd man rush. Quick shot by Frolik and a blocker save made by Corey Crawford. After it, Duncan Keith in from the line. Bogosian gets some support there from Frolik. Frolik tried to get it to Andrew Ladd. Ladd got dumped, and the Hawks will bring it out with Kane. Kane waits, finds Seabrook, the trailer, and Seabrook had it get away from him. Into the slot for Sharp, and didn't get much on it. And then Sharp bumps into Michael Hutchinson.
Michael Frolik just possibly saved the goal. They're intercepting that pass. But Zach Bogosian getting on his horse on that play off the wall by Chicago was a turnover. And Bogosian had lots of momentum. It really caught the Hawks standing still. They had basically a 4-on-2 coming in on that attack. Good heads-up play by Bogosian. He's a terrific skater. You'd like to see him do that more often.
Johnny Oduya down low. Scheifele's there to break it up for Blake Wheeler. Wheeler out for Kane. Chips it past Oduya, and here goes Kane. Oduya trying to cut him off at the pass. Kane stays with it. Evander Kane to the line to Mark Stewart. Wrist shot changed directions and goes wide. Kane is on it again. For Stewart. Back to the line. Picked off there by Taves. And cleared back to the Jets line. Trouba.
That was another one-on-one. Kane against Oduya. Johnny Oduya knows Evander Kane well, boy. He's not giving him an inch as he does.
Crawford blocks it. Speed with speed. Kane for Wheeler. Bickle closed in on Wheeler and knocked him down. And Bickle back for the Hawks. Bickle wide on Paul Postma, drops it back for Marian Hossa. Scheifele blocked that and Byfuglien turns it up ice. Marian Hossa in pursuit. Byfuglien wide on Van Riemsdyk. Byfuglien knocked Van Riemsdyk off stride, tried to get it to the front of the net, and it ricochets off a skate and back to the Jets line.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk just got a taste of Dustin Byfuglien. Okay, so that's Byfuglien. Just one arm, Byfuglien just threw him off.
Byfuglien after it. Van Riemsdyk got there first. Hawks can't clear though. Byfuglien in on the forecheck. Byfuglien takes it away from Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk closes in. Byfuglien gets it to Matthew Perreault. Back for Byfuglien and now for Lowry. Lowry as Matthew Perreault heads to the front of the net. Byfuglien tried to get it there. Ricochets to the left point where Enstrom sends it back down low for Lowry. Lowry watched by Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk chops it away. Enstrom is in from the left point. Back for Lowry. Lowry trying to kick it free, does to Matthew Perreault. Byfuglien is in the high slot. Bogosian, left point Enstrom. Back for Matthew Perreault. Off a stick, Lowry tracks it down for Byfuglien. And Andrew Shaw is there to take it away. Van Riemsdyk off the boards. And it'll be deflected by Jeremy Morin back into the Jet zone.
Terrific shift by that line. Spent the whole time inside Chicago's zone, wearing them out.
Here comes Bogosian to center. Doesn't get it deep and the Hawks will turn it up. Seabrook and Keith play give and go. Under 5 to go, second period, 1-0 in favor of the Jets. Sharp angle chance, doesn't get through. Keith has it. Back for Seabrook. Seabrook shot. Save made by Hutchinson. He got the blocker on that. Brandon Saad looking up front for Andrew Shaw. Shaw got spun around. Battle in behind the Jets net now. Kane all tied up. In from the line is Seabrook. Trying to get to the loose puck was Enstrom. Round the boards for Saad. Back to the blue line. Keith for Seabrook. Seabrook. That goes off of Toby Enstrom. That hurts. Back for Seabrook again. For Duncan Keith. Watched by Slater. Slot for Kruger. Knocked in behind the net. Bogosian got in front of that, but Ben Smith is on the loose puck. Slater trying to keep an eye on Smith. Sharp angle chance, doesn't get to the net. Bogosian blocked it. So after some pressure by the Jets, now some big time pressure by the Hawks. Seabrook's shot got blocked. Here comes Kane with a little bit of room. Hawks were changing. Kane the wrist shot. Blocker saved by Crawford. The loose puck play in front for a second, but the Hawks bring it right back. Richards drops it back for Kane. Kane takes it around the net. Centers, and that got broken up by Andrew Ladd. Little off the boards. Kane blocked it. Back in for Patrick Sharp. Trouba knocked him down. Stewart gets knocked down, but gets the puck up the boards. Hjalmarsson holds it in for Richards. Trouba and Sharp pick up their battle again. Sharp to the left point. Oduya, slap shot wide. Sharp waits for it. Down for Kane. Kane, as the Hawks controlling the Jet zone. Down for Brad Richards. Brad Richards watched by Stewart. Now for Sharp. Sharp back for Kane. Back for Oduya. Oduya sends it around the boards. Which team will tire out first? The offensive team or the defensive team? Trouba has this go off his glove. Stewart finally spins it up the boards and the Jets will carry it out. Off a stick and out of play. Wild action in the Hawk zone and then wild action in the Jet zone as Dustin Byfuglien says, excuse me.
Jacob Trouba is 20 years old. He plays the game the old-fashioned way. He doesn't mess around. When it's time to take somebody out, he takes somebody out. Patrick Sharp is going to give him the old spinorama in the corner. I don't think so. He knows Sharp's got a lot of moves. Use that free hand and just toss them down to the ice. Can't even imagine another 4 or 5 years from now where he's had a chance every summer, get a little stronger and a little stronger, what he might be able to do then.
Vander Kane back out for the Jets. Kane had the Winner for the Jets last night in the shootout against the Rangers. 99 career goals for Evander Kane. Chris Versteeg sends it back into the Jet zone. We went over 4.5 minutes without a stoppage in play with pressure at both ends of the ice. It started in the Hawk zone, and then the Hawks with pressure in the Jet zone. And the Hawks back in looking for more. Nice play by Bogosian to play that against the traffic and gets it for Toby Enstrom. Enstrom gets it to the line. Not a good bounce as far as Blake Wheeler was concerned. Tried to put the brakes on. Now Wheeler comes up with it for Evander Kane. Kane pulls up, back for Wheeler. Sharp angle. Save made by Corey Crawford, and he'll hang on.
When Chicago puts the pressure on, boy, they use the entire end zone too. They made the Jets defend every ice chip in that last shift before we went to break. Joe Quenneville's guys have been a little frustrated at times because they haven't been able to score the way they want to. They're a very artistic team. Yeah, they work hard. Yeah, they've got some grinders, but they've got guys who like to make plays, and they get frustrated when those plays aren't ending up in the back of the net.
Chicago outshot Toronto last night, 47-27. Lowry in front of the net for Byfuglien, and that shot. Either the puck was rolling or it went off a stick and high. Smith back for Chicago to center ice. A maze of players in the center ice area, and finally it's controlled by Seabrook. Back for Keith and back for Seabrook. Snaps this into the Jets' end of the ice. Michael Hutchinson will leave it. Taken by Trouba for Byfuglien. Byfuglien had his pocket picked by Brandon Saad. Kruger's after it. Kruger behind the net for Smith. Smith into the slot. That's deflected away. And Byfuglien will try it one more time for Matthew Perreault, and Perreault will snap this in. Byfuglien off the sideboards against Duncan Keith. And Kruger down low to help out. And he'll get it for Brent Seabrook.
1 minute.
Final minute of the second period. Sharp after it. Sharp trying to center. Sharp angle chance, and Hutchinson had to be careful with that, and he'll hang on to it.
Patrick Sharp tried to catch Hutchinson moving off that near side post rather, and nearly snuck one in. Look at the goal scoring the last couple of seasons for the Chicago Blackhawks, where they rank. 21st right now. It is just not going in the net. We've talked about the pregame, how hot goaltenders have just been killing them, especially the last 2 weeks.
Stan Bowman, the general manager of the Chicago Blackhawks, watches on. His team down by 1 here late in the second period. Ed Tate of the Winnipeg Free Press will join us between periods 2 and 3. Toby Enstrom ahead to Michael Frolik. Frolik with the only goal of this game. It came 20 seconds into the opening period. Andrew Ladd is after it. Frolik trying to spin it to the front of the net. Hjalmarsson is back there as the Hawks try and clear the zone. Shaw tied up at the line, brought back in by Frolik, and Andrew Ladd a little shaken up on the far side. Offside called against the Jets.
Just good hard work by this Ladd Little Frolik line again. Unfortunately, Ladd just got tossed down and couldn't get back on side at the last second, but really giving Chicago fits again. Good pressure along the wall. When they really understand when a player doesn't have possession of the puck. They know when to jump. They know how to jump on those guys, how to constantly turn or cause turnovers.
Andrew Ladd has been over 20 minutes of ice time in 6 straight games for the Winnipeg Jets.
He looks a little tired tonight.
Kane in on the forecheck. Wheeler to the front of the net. Scheifele trying for the tip. And Crawford comes up with the save and hangs on.
Some of the best offensive chances consistently. You see Evander Kane having a few words with Hossa, Taves, anybody in a red jersey that might want to listen for a second. Shooting the puck in a weird carom off the end wall, then it hit the back of the net, which allowed Blake Wheeler's hustle to catch up with the puck and then just turn around and throw it to the front of the net with Scheifele right there in front. Poor Scheifele, he needs one of those to go in off him. I mean, he's worked. Scheifele worked so hard. He and Wheeler have worked so well together since the start of the year. Now Kane's on that line. Scheifele just can't get one to drop. What's he got? About 6 crossbars and goal posts so far?
Scheifele scored in the opening game last year. Did not get his second goal of the year until game 26. and then scored 5 in 11 games. And Mark Scheifele will be one of Ed Tate's topics between periods 2 and 3.
Another good period, but they were under siege there. Chicago's coming on. The Jets are going to have to get some good work from their third and fourth line. Some of the top line guys you can see are starting to wear down. They got to protect this lead with a little bit of offensive push.
11-8 the shots in favor of Chicago in that period. 20-18 in favor of Chicago after 40 minutes. But on the scoreboard, Michael Frolik's goal in the opening period is the only goal so far in this game. The Jets up by a score of 1-0. Third period underway here at the United Center. 1-0 in favor of the Jets. Michael Frolik, the game's only goal that came early in the opening period. Jonathan Toews in for Patrick Sharp. Backhand shot steered away by Hutchinson. Seabrook at the line, back for Sharp. Sharp plays it around for Toews. Toews to the front of the net. That got cleared away by Enstrom. At the line, Keith and Seabrook play catch. To the front of the net, stopped by Enstrom before it got to Sharp. Hossa on the far side, in for Toews, and it went off the end of his stick in front of the net. Seabrook back for Toews, in for Hossa. Right pad saved by Hutchinson. Keith whips it to the front of the net, and this goes up and down the play.
Hossa back with Sharp and Toews. Versteeg was there at times in this game, but this combination comes out with a terrific start. Hossa is so good at controlling the puck. Fishes it off the wall. And that pass was intended for Sharp, but it went off the boards perfectly to Jonathan Toews, and when he stepped out, it rolled off the back of his stick.
Only 3 third period goals this season for the Winnipeg Jets. Will they need another one in this period? Time will tell. Chicago has scored 11 third period goals. There's some chances there for Toews and Hossa. Trouba up for Evander Kane, sends it in. After it, Wheeler takes it to the net. Stewart goes in, tried to jam it to the front of the net, and it got blocked. Wheeler now in behind the net. Wheeler spins it behind, got away from Kane. Stewart is in at the left point, sends it back in where Wheeler goes in after it. Oduya jams it for Hjalmarsson. Up the boards, and Versteeg will send it back down the ice. They have been taking turns. Pressure at one end and then pressure right back at the other end. Brandon Saad gets to center no further. Stopped there by Grant Klitzum. Keith will play it back into his own zone. Seabrook and Keith, the veteran defense pair of the Hawks. As Keith will send it over for Seabrook. Pass for Brandon Saad. He tried to get it into the Jet zone. It's off the skate. Byfuglien, lead pass for Lowry. Perreault goes to the net. Slap shot by Byfuglien. Crawford just got a piece of that. Matthew Perreault behind the net looking for the stick of Byfuglien. Finds Lowry on the other side. Lowry for Klitzum. Klitzum's shot got blocked by Smith and grabbed off by Rundblad. And his lead pass for Saad ends up back at the Jets line. Following on the play was Paul Postma. That allows the Hawks to carry it in to the front of the net. Hutchinson to save, rebound, and Postma's there to take it away. And Postma will get it out of harm's way. Right back in for Bickle. Slap shot, blocked it away by Hutchinson. Taken by Chris Thorburn. Up for Slater. Slater sends it deep for Gagliardi. Gagliardi working there with Rundblad, who has lost his stick. Enstrom is in from the line. And it's chopped out the center ice and back to the Jets line where Bogosian goes after it. Bogosian for Thorburn. Thorburn will get to the red line, chips it in, goes in after it along with Gagliardi. And they're going to say Gagliardi got in ahead of the play.
Dustin Byfuglien had a terrific scoring chance. Lowry with a really nice drop pass on the right side of your screen. Here comes the drop pass. You can see Buff just wants it. He's got that stick hanging up high. And Blake Wheeler has so many moves in his arsenal. Look at that little move. The play was off the end wall, and it came right to Wheeler. Wheeler faked like he was going to drive wide on him. Oduya was going to turn and go with him, and he just slickly pulled it into his feet and took it right to the net.
That gave Crawford a little more trouble than you would think. Duncan Keith Back in behind his own net for Seabrook. Brian Little is in on the forecheck. Up for Jonathan Toews. Knocked down by Ladd. And that high shot gloved and held by Corey Crawford as Hossa right back out there with Toews and Sharp. And Marian Hossa, of course, 1,000 NHL points. This is NHL game 1102 as we look at Corey Crawford. Second straight game for him after coming off IR.
Yeah, he was out for a couple of weeks with an upper body injury. He's had so many doubters in his past, all the way up until he won the Stanley Cup for them a couple of years ago. He could empathize with Andrei Pavlik, who takes a lot of criticism. Well, Crawford went right through it until he hoisted that cup up over his head, and people believed him then.
All-star in the queue, great numbers in the American Hockey League, and then, as you mentioned, the Stanley Cup for Corey Crawford. Duncan Keith to the line for Chris Versteeg. Versteeg plays it cross ice. Patrick Kane's shot went wide. Duncan Keith at the line, watched there by Michael Frolik. Gets it for Chris Versteeg. Versteeg tried to get it back to Keith. Frolik stayed with Keith and picked it off. Frolik, as the Jets are looking for a change, he'll just float this one in. And that will signal a line change for both these teams. Seabrook, as we hit the 4-minute mark of the third period. Hutchinson will leave it behind the net. Toby Enstrom plays this up the middle. No one there, and kept in by Jonathan Toews. And then Mark Scheifele down low to cover up. Scheifele tried a dangerous pass looking for Wheeler, but it got picked off. At the line, slap shot, hit a body in front. Knocked down with a high stick. And cleared. Marian Hossa for Jonathan Toews. Toews in the corner, back for Patrick Sharp. Watched by Mark Scheifele. Scheifele jammed it up the boards, but Hossa is there. And does this go up into the netting? Bogosian thought it did. The linesman says no. Play goes on, and Bogosian with a nice outlet pass for Enstrom. Enstrom gets the center and uses that long stick of his to send it in. Scheifele plays it around the board. Hjalmarsson turned it over. Wheeler to Scheifele. Save made by Crawford. And Scheifele was blocked out. Couldn't get to the loose puck. Sharp trying to get around Trouba. Trouba says not tonight. Trouba back up on the boards for Kane. Kane tried to leave the zone a little early and Sharp picked it off. Trouba back for Stewart. Stewart delays. No passing lane, and this is going to be an icing call, and the faceoff will come back.
It has been a seesaw game all night long. Flurries of action at both ends of the ice. Scheifele went to the front of the net, didn't get a touch on that initial shot, and then was blocked off at the last second. And then Patrick Sharp, who's tested Jacob Trouba a couple of times and has come out second every time around. Trouba shut that alleyway off pretty quickly. Wasn't going to let Sharp take that puck in and set up. And the Winnipeg Jets have called a timeout. Trouba had been out there a while. The whole group had. So had Mark Stewart. Paul Maurice calls this timeout because the faceoff would be in their end on that icing.
It's the broadcast premiere of Hunger Games, starring Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence, Tuesday, 8 o'clock on CTV.
The Jets have done a really good job in this game. They score in the like 20 seconds into the game. They have sat back at times because they've been forced to, but they haven't sat back all game and tried to win it 1-0. You're not going to win that way against Chicago. They will find a way to pick you apart. Winnipeg has had long stretches where they put Chicago under siege in their own end as well too, and they need certainly a few more of those here in this third.
So now a little pressure on the centerman. Scheifele is going to be out for the Jets to take this face-off against Shaw. Tied up, and Scheifele pulls it back to Mark Stewart. Stewart ahead for Evander Kane, who did a good job getting to the boards quickly. Stopped at center. Stewart jams it ahead now. Scheifele finds open ice and gets it for Trouba. He will send it in, and that will allow the Jets to make a complete change. Up the left side, blocked by Lowry. Lowry takes it wide. Lowry puts on the brakes against Rundblad. Gets it for Byfuglien. At the line for Klitzum. Behind the net for Lowry. In front for Perreault, just beyond the reach of his stick. Klitzum tried to get it deep, could not, and here comes Brandon Saad. Saad drops, but the Jets steal. Perreault Back through center for Lowry, just beyond his reach. Crawford plays it up the boards for Shaw. Shaw looking for Saad. Saad gets bumped and knocked down. And on the loose puck. It is taken by Smith and back into his own zone. David Rundbland, initially a St. Louis first-round draft pick. Lead pass in across the line. Shot by Moore, and that was stopped by Hutchinson. Brad Richards. Duncan Keith plays this back down low. Moore and off the corner boards. Looks for open ice at the line. Seabrook mishandled it. Has to go back into his own end. Sends it out to center. Enstrom slams it back in. Gagliardi gets onside and gets right back into the Chicago zone on the forecheck. Seabrook ahead for Kruger. He tried a one-touch for Kane. Beyond his reach, and the Jets will take over. Stewart for Trouba. Trouba gets it inside the Hawks line. Hjalmarsson backboard. Ladd is after him. It came outside the line. Stewart slams it back in. Jets clear and go in after it. Little and Ladd in on the forecheck. Stewart steps up and breaks it up. The late offside again. Duncan Keith's lead pass turned over at the Jets line. Trouba for Stewart. Takes it off the sideboards. Back for Trouba. Plays it up the boards to Michael Frolik. Patrick Kane in there. Frolik gets it for Ladd and on the Little. Little in against Johnny Oduya. And Little had to get away from him, and Oduya gets it for Hjalmarsson. For Patrick Kane. Trying to get around Blake Wheeler. Wheeler stays with Kane. It's in Wheeler's skates. Versteeg is on it. Versteeg trying to find some room. Back for Kane. To the line. Oduya slap shot blocked in front of the net. And taken by Evander Kane. Ahead for Wheeler. Ooh, close at the line. Offside called against the Winnipeg Jets. 12:01 on the clock. 1-0 Jets. But the shots on goal by the Chicago Blackhawks. They lead the National Hockey League. They average just under 39 per game. They're only at 25 right now. 5 times they've been over 40, and they've had a season high 50 in a game this season. And they've had 60 attempts in this game tonight. 25 have been on goal, 25 have been blocked by the Jets, and 10 have missed the net.
25 blocks, that tells you a lot right there. The Jets are really doing a good job. You can tell that they've improved so much inside their own blue line. The Jets are more patient, they sort things out better, and yeah, they're blocking a lot of shots.
Enstrom sends this in. Kane goes in after it, as does Wheeler. Near side board, Scheifele ties up Sharp. That allows Wheeler to play it back down low. Kane pokes it away from Oduya and then goes after Hjalmarsson. Hjalmarsson just sends it out to center ice, backtracking and taking it there for the Jets with Scheifele. He'll get it for Enstrom and back up for Scheifele. Scheifele from Kane and back into the Hawk zone. Scheifele dances his way around Johnny Oduya, and then getting back to take it away was Jonathan Toews. Hawks are changing, Jets are changing. Oduya parked in behind Corey Crawford. Dennis Bayak along with Brian Engblom, our TSN crew here at the United Center, as the Jets conclude a 4-game road trip. In the corner, Trouba has his hands full there with Kane. Snapped wide into the left point for Duncan Keith. Right point for Seabrook. Down for Patrick Kane. Kane for Keith. Keith down for Seabrook. Sharp angle off the stick and high. And Karam's up and out of play. Busy schedule for the Winnipeg Jets. Back home on Tuesday to take on the Nashville Predators. Jets will wear special jerseys in the warm-up. There will be Jets Fight Cancer Night, part of the NHL's promotion. Pittsburgh Penguins along with Sidney Crosby there Thursday. And then the Winnipeg Jets right back on the road into Montreal on the 11th to take on the Canadiens, and then down to Carolina to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Enstrom ahead for Matthew Perreault, bounces it out to center. Andrew Shaw breaks it up for Chicago. Patrick Kane is back for it. Drops it back. Van Riemsdyk plays it through for Shaw. On for Rundbland. Twisting and turning, sends it in on Hutchinson. A bit of a bouncer that Hutchinson had to be careful with. And he will now hang on to it with just over 10 minutes to go here in period number 3.
Toby Enstrom has had another yeoman-like game. So much ice time. He had almost 29 minutes because of the overtime against the New York Rangers last night. Look at him. It didn't even look like he's that tired. His conservation of energy is so good. He's so efficient at everything he does. He doesn't have to exude a lot. He doesn't play a very physical game because he's not very big, but he's always in the right place.
Just under 20 minutes of ice time so far in this game for Toby Enstrom. To the front of the net, pile up at the side. Ben Smith tried to get it into the blue paint. Vander Kane is there to take it, lifts it out to center ice, bounces into the Chicago zone, and Crawford will scoop it away for Johnny Oduya. Oduya's pass hit a leg and came right back into the Chicago zone. Wheeler's after Oduya. Kane is on the puck, and a backhand shot went wide, low glove side. Kane back for Wheeler. Wheeler in a battle with Oduya. Up the boards for Kane. Kane watched by Smith. And now taken by Oduya for Hjalmarsson. Up the middle, Kane just couldn't quite reach it. Sent into the Jet zone by Smith. He got stopped there by Paul Postma. Postma tried to jam it up the board. Smith goes after it. Smith on the wraparound try. To the front of the net, scramble. Back to Duncan Keith, and he blasted that one wide. Seabrook kicked it over to Keith. Back for Seabrook. He has some room. Slap shot. That got blocked.
That was Scheifele who blocked that one. These guys are tired, though. They got to get off.
Blitzen being watched there. Kruger takes it into the slot, and Hutchinson got enough of that with his right pad. Scheifele now lifts it back into the Chicago zone. The Hawks are changing as well. So Seabrook will delay and play it back for Taves, and here he comes with speed. Taves to center, got partially stopped by Byfuglien. And now Byfuglien flips it back into the Chicago zone.
And Trouba stayed at the blue line. He could see Byfuglien would turn him around, but he didn't give up the blue line. Big play there by Trouba.
To the line, kept in. Perreault, Lowry, back for Perreault. Tried to get it deep. It was blocked by Seabrook. Seabrook needs a change. Byfuglien now behind the net. Byfuglien looking for an open man to the line. Stewart back for Byfuglien. Seabrook closes in on him. Byfuglien has the puck. Tight turns to get away from Taves. In for Lowry. Save on the short side. Matthew Perreault got a whack at a loose puck. Marian Hossa. Long left wing pass. Across the line comes Taves. Drops it back for Keith. Couldn't get the shot through. Keith goes cross ice. Hjalmarsson slap shot blocked in front. And Trouba's on the puck. Trouba trying to clear it up the boards. A battle for it. And Stewart will, or rather Perreault will send it down the ice. They wave off icing. Jets may have got a break there as they get the line change in. Here comes Patrick Kane. Dances his way in. And a one-handed shot by Shaw went wide. Richards back behind the net. Bogosian. Hjalmarsson is in from the line. His stick is lifted by Frolik, but the Hawks keep it in. And Hutchinson with 7:23 to go in regulation is going to hang on to it. Nice try there by Andrew Shaw.
On two, Jets forwards were caught. Watch the communication. That's Taves with the puck. Stewart gets into position. Sharp wants the puck in the middle. There's the drop pass. Now they're really in trouble. But watch him sort it out. Stewart comes across, puts immediate pressure on Duncan Keith, coming late on the play. Trouba's in an outstanding position, right in between the two Chicago Blackhawk players down low. The play gets pushed off to the side, and it's out of the zone after that. That is outstanding work by Stewart and Trouba.
Jets have blocked 29 shots in this game, 5 of them from Stewart. He now leads the Jets in that category. Brandon Saad trying to get it to the front of the net. Seabrook down low, came to the front, cleared away. To the sideboards, Toby Enstrom. Ahead for Frolik, and it gets back to the Chicago line. 1-0 in favor of the Jets. Sent around the boards. After it is Bogosian. Off a skate, bounces to the line. Sent down low by Duncan Keith. Back for Shaw. Bogosian has lost his stick. It's broken in half. Bogosian gets a stick, and great job by Brian Little. It will be an icing call, but he gets it out of his own zone.
Because Bogosian, the puck did come to him. He didn't handle it very well because Andrew Ladd handed him the stick. Ladd's left-handed, Bogosian's right-handed, and he doesn't handle it very well. Watch this. It's on the backhand side. See, he does get checked in the process, so that was part of the issue there. But a smart play by Ladd. There's the handoff, because you can't have a defenseman down low in a situation like that without a stick. And that was exactly a reason why the Jets did a good job to get it down. They just have to handle the faceoff now.
Jonathan Toews has taken 38% of Chicago's faceoffs this year. Running at a 58% clip is Jonathan Toews.
He's always one of the best in the league every year. He and Bergeron in Boston are always right up there vying for 1 and 2.
496th NHL game for Jonathan Toews. 2 Stanley Cups, a Conn Smythe. Round the boards, Andrew Ladd, a Stanley Cup. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. 1 with Chicago, 1 with Carolina. And this one bounces off the body and into the Jets bench. And the faceoff is going to be outside the Jets line.
Well, when you talk about all-around best players in the National Hockey League, this guy's name comes up all the time. All the stats you just gave out, the trophies, Dennis, that's more the most important stats. The 2 Stanley Cups and the Conn Smythe. Jonathan Toews can do anything in any situation.
Marian Hossa in a battle on the far side. He went to the Cup final 3 straight years before he finally won it. Johnny Oduya sends it down low. Patrick Sharp off the corner boards for Jonathan Toews, and Trouba rubs out Jonathan Toews and knocks the helmet off the Hawks captain.
Another good old-fashioned just whacking hit along the boards. He's hit Sharp twice and now Toews really hard.
Kane knocks Oduya down on the loose. Puck is Scheifele, try to get it down low on the backhand. Comes loose and Jeremy Morin is on it. Back into his own end for Oduya. At center, Toews without the bucket. Toews goes wide, tried to take it to the net, could not, and Stewart takes over. Stewart up for Byfuglien, deflects it back into the Chicago zone. 5.5 to go, third period. Lowry falls in front of Corey Crawford. Van Riemsdyk for Kruger. Kruger drops and Byfuglien gets back to knock Jeremy Morin down. Puck to the line, yes, it came out, brought back in offside.
Make some noise as you get up on the big screen.
So Jonathan Toews getting his helmet back on after getting it knocked off.
Jacob Trouba's had some big hits in this game, and this was another doozy along the wall. Looking to work in the corner here, he trades off, and he just hammers Toews into the end wall. Oh, outstanding stuff. He's been rock solid in this game again.
Van Riemsdyk into the Jet zone. Bogosian right back out. After it goes Matthew Perreault. Rundbland is after it. His shot from Byfuglien. Round the boards, in from the line is Enstrom. Gets some support from Perreault. And now grabbed off by Van Riemsdyk. His pass for Ben Smith was too far. Jets start back off the stick of Adam Lowry. Deflects it into the Chicago zone. Rundblad gets bumped there by Byfuglien. Van Riemsdyk for Shaw as the Hawks start a change. Shaw to center, stopped by Andrew Ladd. Ladd back in for the Jets, drops it back for Michael Frolik. Frolik takes it wide. Frolik around Seabrook to the short side, stopped by Crawford. Ladd trying to get it to the front of the net. He got blocked. And the Hawks will clear to center. Trouba puts it right back in. Crawford has to be careful with the bouncer. Van Riemsdyk dishes off for Brent Seabrook. Seabrook ahead for Kane. Patrick Kane circles, gets it to the circle, edge of the circle, and right there to take it away was Scheifele. Scheifele being watched by Duncan Keith, slips it out to center. Kane for Seabrook and back for Keith. Keith is chased back by Evander Kane. Now for Hjalmarsson. Back for Duncan Keith. Hawks are trying to get a change in, but they have to be careful because the puck's in front of their bench. Here comes Kane. Evander Kane, the wrist shot. And Corey Crawford takes that into the midsection and hangs on to it.
Good shot by Evander Kane. On the last shift by Little and Ladd, though, against that guy, Andrew Shaw. Watch the pressure by Little on Shaw. He'll send him into the trap. He takes the bait, Shaw does, and there's Ladd. Ladd picks his pocket and turns the puck up the other way. Joe Quenneville wouldn't have been very happy with Andrew Shaw on that play. That's the kind of turnover that can really give you trouble. And then Evander Kane at the end of that shift came in and just ripped a shot on Corey Crawford.
Shots 28-26 in favor of Chicago. The Jets have been outshot the last 2 games after outshooting their opposition in 6 straight. Jonathan Toews, we will see lots of him in the final 3.5. Toews back into the Jets' end of the ice along with Big Adam Lowry as they battle for it. Patrick Kane is out there, back to the line. Rundblad tees it up, save made by Michael Hutchinson. And Patrick Kane comes in trying to fish the loose puck out of the pads of Hutchinson.
There's been some nastiness in this game. Both these teams played last night, so yeah, they're tired, but they are battling right down to the very end. There's been some big hits, some jawing going on, and it continued right down to the wire here. Kane trying to get into the crease area after the fact. Rundblad had a nice little move out of the blue line to get that shot. The last shift for Evander Kane and Marian Hossa in front of the net. That's while Jacob Trouba was hammering Toews into the end wall. Some of the stuff that's gone on, especially in the second half of this game as it's gotten heated up.
It's a 1-0 game as these two teams meet for the first time this year. Face-off win by the Jets. Van Riemsdyk trying to hold the line, can't, and the Jets will bounce this back into the Chicago zone. Turned over in behind the net. Michael Frolik is on the loose puck. Frolik trying to get it back to the line, but Patrick Kane takes it away. Patrick Kane back for the Hawks. In for Sharp. Bounced over his stick. Sharp and Trouba to the corner boards. In for Kane, and a right pad save made on the low shot by Hutchinson. Van Riemsdyk trying to hold it in. Trouba breaks it up, and Trouba will flip it out to center ice. Ladd steals. Ladd down the left side, trying to cut around Seabrook and could not. Van Riemsdyk turned over, and now room for Scheifele with Wheeler. Scheifele fires, and the save made by Crawford.
Terrific work in the neutral zone. The Jets have to be sharp in that direction because Chicago gains their momentum coming through that neutral zone. They use it for long passes. A terrific steal here. Was that Versteeg coming through the neutral zone, I believe? Tried to make a cute little play, and they turn it back over. Scheifele steals, gets a good solid shot on net. Smart by Scheifele too. You don't shoot for the far side of the net in this situation because the rebound goes off the far wall and out of the zone and you're caught.
Quickly out of his own zone is Ben Smith. In for Hossa, drops it back for Kruger. So Hossa getting some double duty here for the Blackhawks. Shot off the glove of Hutchinson. Ben Smith goes after it. Kane stays with him. Smith is on it. Smith trying to find some room. Back for Marian Hossa. It got away from him. Hossa plays it back in behind the net for Ben Smith. Smith getting a chance to walk out front. Plays it back to the line. Cross ice. Hjalmarsson shot blocked. Crawford started to leave the net. Now has to go back in. Bounced in, and Wheeler goes after it. Cleared away from him. Hjalmarsson gets it back for Oduya. We'll keep an eye on Crawford. A minute and a half. Here comes Patrick Kane. Kane for Sharp, stopped at the line, and it's right back to the Hawks line for Duncan Keith. Keith for Sharp, and he'll slam this in. Around the boards, Frolik staying with Jonathan Toews. Trouba got double teamed. Sharp for Kane, 6 attackers for the Hawks. With a minute to go. Off the boards, Frolik will get it to center and back into the Chicago end. Seabrook for Keith, and back for Seabrook. Cleared in by Sharp. Trouba blocked it. Sharp keeps going. Sharp to the net. Save Hutchinson. Scheifele's on it. Gets some help from Frolik. Frolik will get it out to center.
Nice play by Mark Stewart sliding across there too at that jam play at the net by Sharp.
Keith in for Shaw. Shaw wide. Tried to jam it short side. It got blocked. 20 seconds. Scheifele just flips this gently back into the Chicago zone.
That's a great play by Scheifele. Don't take the icing there. He just got the perfect touch on it.
Here comes Kane into the Jet zone. They wave off icing. Bogosian slams it around. Hossa blocks it. Into the corner it goes. They jam it up, and Michael Hutchinson records his first National Hockey League shutout. The Winnipeg Jets go back-to-back shutouts for the first time since relocating to Winnipeg. They have done it a couple of other times as a franchise, but not as Winnipeg Jets. And Michael Hutchinson, 33 saves in the shutout.
What an outstanding game for the Jets and for Michael Hutchinson. Congratulations to him. A character-building win, a character-building road trip for the Winnipeg Jets with 7 points out of 8 on this 4-game trip. A real tough stretch through the New York area and then coming into Chicago, back-to-back nights. Hutchinson, with only his second start in the season, his fifth game in the National Hockey League, comes up with a giant game. He was full value in this game. Every type of shot you're going to get against Chicago. Early on in the game, the quick wraparounds, the attempted stuffs from behind the net, the partial breakaway by Sharp. He was really patient on that and really only gave him the goalpost. Finding the puck through traffic constantly, that's a big problem in the NHL, and he did it in an outstanding fashion. He was calm all the time. Really quick, great legs, terrific anticipation. And again, calm and cool with traffic around him. He smothered so many pucks. He didn't give up rebounds the way he did in games earlier, especially that game in Los Angeles, his earlier start in the season. He learned from his mistakes. A well-valued 1-0 shutout victory for the Jets and for Michael Hutchinson.
33 saves for Michael Hutchinson. The Hawks, 76 shot attempts. The Winnipeg Jets doing a terrific job blocking shots in this game. And they go back-to-back with 1-0 victories. Shutout for Andre Pavlik last night and a shutout for Michael Hutchinson tonight. Michael Frolik, the former Hawk, gets his first goal of the year. That is the only goal in this game. Both teams were physical, and the Winnipeg Jets go home with a very successful road trip. 3 wins and a shootout loss in New Jersey, and they will go home for 2. 1-0, the final here in Chicago.